everyone. Myself Shranti, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Cybersecurity and Data Science in MLR Institute of Technology. Today my topic is principal sources of code optimization. So here we are going to discuss what is code optimization, what are the techniques that comes under code optimization, like dead code elimination, common sub-expression elimination, constant propagation, constant folding, strength reduction. All these techniques we are going to discuss over here. So what is the code optimization? So code optimization is nothing but we are going to remove the unnecessary code. So before that, we are going to see what is code optimization. The code optimization comes from the output comes from intermediate code, and the intermediate code is given, the output from the intermediate code is given as the input to the code optimizer, and the code optimizer optimizes the code. See here, it is the front end. We are having the front end. The front end comes under four phases are there. That is lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, and intermediate code. So the output from the intermediate code, we are going to get it as a optimized intermediate code or the intermediate code as the output. These intermediate code is given as the input to the code optimization. This input is given as the input to the code optimization. Then this code optimization generates the output as optimized intermediate code. Optimized intermediate code. It generates the output as optimized intermediate code to the code generator. So this is the phases of the lexical analysis. So here we are going to transform, or we are going to get the code from the intermediate code as the input to the code optimizer. So here the code optimizer optimizes the code. So how it optimizes is, it removes the unnecessary lines or the expressions which are going to be repeated, and those all the things we are going to remove here, and we are going to reduce the lines of the code. We are going to reduce the lines of the code. If by reducing the lines of the code, the program can be executed very fast, and the memory, it takes less amount of memory. It takes less amount of memory. For example, I am having some 6 lines of code. So by using this code optimization, I have reduced these to only 4 lines. I have reduced it to 4 lines. So nothing but I have by doing this, the execution takes it is executed very fast, and the memory it is taking is less amount of memory. So nothing but it produces faster and smaller and more efficient executable without changing its functionality. See here, initially I am having the 6 lines of code. By reducing it to the 4 lines of code, the program output or the functionality of the program is not going to be changed. We are just going to remove here in optimization, we are just going to remove unnecessary lines which are not used, and some dead codes, all those we are going to just remove here. So that is nothing but the code optimization. So the techniques that comes under code optimization are common sub-expression elimination, compile time evaluation. Under this compile time evaluation, we are going to have constant folding and constant propagation. And next one is code movement. We can also call this as code motion, and dead code elimination and strength reduction. So these are the things we are going to discuss here. So first one is common sub-expression elimination. So common sub-expression elimination, the main name itself tells us that the elements are the expressions which are common. Those expressions we are going to remove here. Nothing but that has been appeared and computed before, and again the same expression or the same statement is appearing again, but there is no use of that statement. Then those statements or then those expressions we are going to remove here. So that is nothing but we are going to call it as common sub-expression elimination. By doing this, elimination of the sub-expression is known as, we can call it as common sub-expression elimination. So let us discuss few examples here. A equal to B into C plus G and D equal to B into C plus E. So here the B into C statement is executed twice. The B into C statement is executed twice. So by doing this, it is taking lot of memory or execution time also it is taking. So instead of writing 2 times the same statement, can I replace it with some temporary variable? Can I optimize the code? Yes. So that is nothing but here I am going to do the B into C statement is written into some temporary variable, and this temporary variable I am going to use it. So what happens if I use B into C? So do this multiplication operator, it takes some amount of time. So instead of that, I am going to reduce the strength reduction. I am going to reduce this one into with some temporary variable here. So A equal to temp plus G and D equal to temp into E. So here B into C is replaced with some temporary variable. Here computes B into C and stores it temp, and we are going to reuse the temporary variable. Initially, I am going to calculate the B into C value, and that value is stored in temporary variable, and A equal to B into C. B into C is nothing but we have a temp, so I can write here temp and temp plus G. So the next one, D equal to B into C into E. B into C is nothing but we are going to replace it with temp into E. Temp into E. So here instead of evaluating twice, I am going to replace it with some temporary variable. So let us go for one more example here. A equal to B into C, B plus C, B equal to A minus D, C equal to B plus C, and D equal to A minus D. So here the four statements are there. So now see here, but let us take one example. A equal to 2, B equal to 3, some C equal to 4, and D equal to some 5. Let us assume some values I have assigned here. So here A equal to B plus C. So the first statement is going to be executed. The next one is B equal to A minus D. B equal to A minus D. So the second statement is executing. So from the first statement in the right hand side, the B value is given as a output and it is going to store some A minus D. Now initially B value is what here? 3. After this statement execution, the B value is changed. After this statement, the B value is changed. So nothing but this is not relevant to this one. See here, initially here B equal to A minus D. A is 2, D is nothing but 5. So now I have the value as minus 3. Initially the value is positive value, that is 3, and now I got some value that is minus 3. So the next statement, C equal to B plus C. C equal to B plus C. Here the first statement and the third statement both are not same. The first and the third statement both are not same. Why? Because here in the first statement, the B value is taken as 3 and 3 plus 4, it is giving as the output as 7. But coming to here, the value of B, it is taking it as minus 3. It is taking the value as minus 3 and value of B is C is 4. So I am going to get the value as 1. But here I got the output as 7. I got the output here as 1. So nothing but here B plus C, nothing but here the original value 3 is there, but coming to here the B value is updated to some new value. Why? Because from second expression the B value is updated and that value is taken here. So nothing but these two statements are not in a common sub expression. So the next one is D equal to A minus D. So here D equal to A minus D. See here B equal to A minus D and D equal to A minus D. So these two statements are same statements. So nothing but this is the common sub-expression elimination. Instead of writing A minus D, nothing but instead of doing subtraction or some computation over here, I can replace this A minus D with B value. I can directly replace it with B. Why? Because here A minus D means what I am going to get here the value 2 minus 5 is nothing but minus 3. Here also I am going to get 2 minus 5 equal to minus 3. So both the outputs are same. And the other thing I can tell is here A value is not done any computations and with D also no computations are done. So nothing but the same statement is repeated more than once. So with this no use. So after this the optimized code after elimination I am going to get this one. A equal to B plus C, the first statement, and B equal to A minus D, B equal to A minus D, and C equal to B plus C, C equal to B plus C, and D equal to A minus D. Here this is the same expression it is there. So I am just replacing it with the B value. So nothing but after elimination, that is nothing but the sub expression is eliminated and have written with something that is nothing but B. So this is about common sub expression elimination. So the next one is compile time evaluation. Compile time evaluation is nothing but here the computations are performed during compile time rather than at runtime or execution time. Instead of doing at runtime or execution time, we are going to do it in the compilation time. So there are two techniques that that comes under compile time evaluation, that is nothing but the constant folding, and the second one is constant propagation. So first one, constant folding. So constant folding is nothing but we are going to evaluate the constant expressions at compile time and we are going to submit the result. See here, area equal to 22 by 7 into R into R. Here what I am going to do is, here this is the constant value. This constant value we are going to evaluate and we are going to write here the value 3.14 into R into R. So nothing but these things are done at the compile time. We are going to evaluate or we are going to compute it and we are going to give the value of it here. So that is nothing but constant folding. So the next one is constant propagation. If the value of the variable is constant, then we are going to replace it with the constant values. We are going to replace it with the constant values. See here, pi value is given and r value is given. But the formula I am going to give is area equal to pi into r into r. By here nothing but instead of writing constant values, we are going to propagate this constant with the constant values. So instead of writing pi, I am going to write it as 3.14 and r value as 5. And it is going to evaluate it. It is computing and it is giving us the result. So that is nothing but compile time evaluation. Here computations are done at compile time and we are going to submit the result. So the next one is code movement. So code movement, we can also call it as code motion. We can also call it as code motion. So here what we are going to do is nothing but which moves the code outside the loop. So which code we are going to move outside the loop is nothing but in my program or in the given program, if some statements are not in use or it is not affecting the program, if some statements are not affecting the program, then those statements we are going to move outside the loop. Even though if we move outside the loop or if it is inside the loop, there is no difference for the program or there is no difference in giving the output. So then those statements we are going to move outside the loop. So that is nothing but we are going to call it as code movement. We can also call it as code motion. Let us see here few examples. For of I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, x equal to y plus z, a of I equal to 5 into I. So here, let us see here, x equal to y plus z. By this statement, there is no use for this for loop. I am not going to use anywhere this x value in my program. So nothing but if I move this statement outside the loop, there won't be any change in my program and it won't change the output. Everything works well. So nothing but, so here by optimizing the code or by moving code, by applying code movement, I'm going to replace or move this x equal to y plus z to the out of the loop. So if I do this, the program executes and it gives us the result and it is not affecting the program. So let us go for one more example. Y of I less than n, open brace, x equal to y plus z, a of I equal to 6 into I plus x into x and plus plus I. So here what it is doing is x equal to y plus z and x equal to y plus z is there. So the x value is updated here. The x value we are going to use 2 times. So nothing but instead of this, can I replace this with some temporary variable? Can I replace this with some temporary variable? By doing this, I am going to execute the program little bit faster. Instead of computing every time for I less than n, every time I need to do this multiplication operation. So instead of that, I will store this result somewhere in temporary variable and I will be reusing that over here. See here, for if loop, I am going to use why, because it is in the while condition. We are going to replace this one. If of I less than n, x equal to y plus z, here the x statement is used here every time. So I cannot tell that this is this expression is not in use. This expression we are going to use here. X equal to y plus z, and here I am going to use some temporary variable that is nothing but t1 and x into x. In the t1 I am going to store x into x, and the while loop I am going to go for do while loop we are going to use. So a of I equal to 6 into I plus t1, 6 into I plus t1 and while of I less than n. See here, this statement is not going to be executed every time. Just it checks the condition and it goes here. After once this condition is false, then the if loop will be executed. See here, evaluates y plus z and x in every iteration, even though constant across iterations. So this is nothing but here the code movement, or we can also call it as code motion. So the next one is dead code elimination. So the name itself tells us that in the program or in the expression, the code or the expressions which are not in use, we are going to call it as dead code, and we are going to just remove this dead code eliminations. We are going to call it as dead codes. See here, it is a compiler that removes part of the code which do not affect the program or behavior or final output. When I execute this program with this dead code, if I remove that code also, the output is not going to change. So that is nothing but these statements we are going to call it as dead code, and we are going to eliminate those dead codes. See here, we can also we can tell it as unreachable code, code that can never be executed, and dead code assignments, dead assignments, nothing but whose results are never used in the program. See here, x equal to 5. this statement I'm not going to use anywhere in my program. This statement I'm not going to use anywhere in my program. So nothing but with this statement, the program is not affecting, and that statement I'm not going to use anywhere in the program. So nothing but we are going to call it as dead assignments or dead stores. And this is also nothing but unreachable code. So unreachable code, we are going to call it as dead code. See here from this example, what I will be getting after eliminating the dead code is void example int y equal to 10. So here the int x equal 5 is nothing but the dead code, and that statement is removed here. After eliminating the dead code, this is the statement, this is the program we are going to get. And with this, the program or output is not affecting. We are going to get the exact output even though when we have this dead code also. Few more examples here. In some function void int a equal to 24 and b equal to 25, int c equal to a into 4, return c, b equal to 24, return 0. See here, by looking into these statements, it takes the value 24, it reads the value 25, and it is initialized as declared as c of type integer type, and here c equal to a into 4. Nothing but 24 value is given here, 24 into 24. It is calculated and going to get some output, and that output is given here, return c, and it is returning to the main program. This value, the return statement is nothing but it is going to return this output to the main function, or where this function is called. Where foo function is called, there this return statement is moving. And here these statements b equal to 24 and return 0, these two statements are never going to be executed here. These two statements are never going to be executed here. And here b equal to 25, but I'm not going to use this b equal to 25 statement in my whole program. So with this statement, nothing but we can also call it as unreachable code, or we can also call it as dead code. These statements are never used over here. This statement and these last two statements are never used in this program. So nothing but we are going to eliminate these two codes, and I'm going to get the optimized code. So the next one is strength reduction. Strength reduction is nothing but we are going to replace the highest strength operator to the cheap operator, or we can also tell it as low strength. High strength, we are going to replace it with the low strength operator. See here, b equal to a into 2. B equal to a into 2 is the statement. Now here a into 2 is nothing but multiplication is taking more time, or nothing but it is having high strength or high expensive operator when compared to plus operator or minus operator. So we are going to replace this highest expensive operator with the lowest operator, like nothing but a plus 2. I am going to replace it with the a plus 2. So that is nothing but here the strength reduction. So here we have discussed here what is code optimization. Nothing but here we are going to optimize the code. We are going to remove the unnecessary expressions or unnecessary data. So by doing this, a program execution will be fast and it takes less amount of memory. And there are different techniques we are going to follow in order to reduce the code, or in order to optimize the code, and in order to generate the optimized intermediate code as the output. So there are few techniques are there that we are going to use here. And here those techniques are nothing but the common sub-expression elimination. We are going to eliminate the common sub-expressions, and dead code elimination, nothing but here whatever the dead code, unnecessary code which we are not used here in the whole program. So those dead code or unreachable code we are going to remove. And strength reduction is nothing but here we are going to replace the expensive operator with the lowest operator, like multiplication is replaced with the plus operator, and division is replaced with the left shift operators. The next one is code motion or code movement. Some codes are some expressions which are written in a program, and that program with that statements the program is not affecting and are not going to change the output of the program. Those statements we are going to remove from the program, and we are going to just move those statements outside the loop. So these are the techniques we have discussed over here. Thank you.